Hey, what's going on, guys? We're getting colder weather this upcoming week, colder temperatures in the mornings, so your shallow water, top water bites should be picking up. Hi guys, I'm Alex Perez with Annapolis Sports Center, and we're going to give you your fishing report for this upcoming week and what happened this past few weeks. Now, let's start off with rock fishing, like always, and we're going to start talking about your top water bites here. We're getting into a couple lower temperatures during the days and during the nights. It seems to be that next week we're going to be getting into a couple mid-30s, low 40s for the nights, and then getting up to like the mid-60s, mid-50s for your day temperature. So that means that top water bite will be picking up here. These past few days have been kind of hit or miss. When you have such a drastic, just a pretty bad drop on temperature, going from 80 to 60 something, 50 something degrees. The first few days are going to be slow because fish are getting adjusted to that temperature. But spots to go right now will be, inside the Magothy River, all those areas in their Mountain Point, anywhere inside the river there are going to be good areas. When we're talking shallow water, we're talking about, anywhere between 10 foot to 1 foot of water, mainly targeting shallow structure. So any kind of shallow structure will be good. And remember, if you can find any main points with deep water and shallow water on one side and then deep water to the other, for example Mountain Point, those are going to be perfect areas to fish in shallow. So what you want to do is you want to cover shallow water areas, top water, subsurface plugs, paddle tails, any kind of stuff like that around the structure will work perfectly for this time of the year. Hottest report out of this past few days was Poplar Island. A couple guys were in there catching some big fish up to 38 inches. Not saying that every single fish you're going to catch is going to be big, but there's some big ones moving around in the shallows now. So make sure you have some 4 to 6 inch, top water baits. Some of your better top water baits, I like to have is some mid-sized poppers. Your classic Storm, Chuck Bug is going to be one of them. The new Nomad Chuck Norris is going to be one of the other ones. They both move a lot of water, so make sure you have one of those for out there for this time of the year. Now, what I call a follow-up bait is a subsurface lure like the Rapala X-Wraps. The 12s and the 10s are perfect, and the Joe Suri Mac Darter is another one there. Both of them are going to be super realistic, look like baits, and they work pretty good for you guys out there. Now, Eastern Bay is going to be another productive area, Hog Island, anywhere around those, like the Kent Narrows area. Fish those flats there, you will find fish. Tide changes are important. I'm not going to say which one's better right now, but you're going to be finding out that they're, when the bait's moving in and out, those shallows is going to be a really productive way to fish out there. Now, jigging wise, we're talking about the Bay Ridge Pine Links, still holding a lot of fish, channel edges, that we're pretty much, you're going to be finding fish around Luff Point, suspended or closer to the bottom. And one thing you want to have is a different size jig, since you don't know what you're going to encounter out there this time of the year. 3/4 ounce is going to be your staple size jig for this time of the year. 3/4 to 1 ounce GI jigs. A little bit bigger profile baits will work, help you get some bigger size fish, but of course have some 5, 6, 7 inch baits. Bust some baits on that color. This is a macro color, really natural color for out there right now. It's working. This is a bigger profile, a 7 inch, so you'll get a little bit bigger bites on that. Thomas Point still holding a lot of fish, and you can do a mixture of everything down there. Your top water, jigging, subsurface plugs. It's definitely worth getting, going out there and fishing around the lighthouse, and also fishing in shallow inside the South River. Guys out of the Severn have been producing a couple fish during the mornings, and also a couple speckled trout in the area, so don't be surprised if you catch some little speckled trout. Nothing big, a couple keepers, but mainly everything's around your 10 to 12 inch size range there. Now also trolling wise, most people have been trolling your double drops there. Most people have been fishing anywhere like 30, 40 foot of water, and pretty much everything's been kind of closer to the bottom. When you find them, make sure you have enough weight to get this closer to the bottom there. Holographic green has been producing, and also chartreuse is going to be a good color to work with out there. Hot areas for trolling. Swan Point produced some good fish. Inside Eastern Bay, around the hill, is also another good area, in Bloody Point to go actually troll around that general area there. So give that a try. Now, with this colder temperatures, doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to catch anything on inside the creeks or up in the rivers. Actually, we're going to be getting more stuff in there. For example, yellow perch will move in there later in the season, but right now you can still catch some pickerel. The pickerel are going to start to get more active in shallow water, anywhere between 4 to 1 foot of water. And favorite lure to use is a MEP size 3 gold. That's going to be the ticket there, along the perch pounders. Those are going to be great lures for your pickerel fishing around those shallow areas inside the creeks. So those are some good baits. Live target bait ball here, another awesome bait here for fishing in shallow. Pickerel will hit this, but also rockfish is going to be, they're going to be able to hit this too. Just mimics a bigger school of bait or a little school of bait, and that works pretty good. Severn River, Magothy, those are the top 2 on the western side for pickerel fishing. Eastern Shore, Tahoe Creek's going to be one of the better ones over there. But anywhere in this general area, you'll be able to find a couple pickerel in shallow for that. Now for ocean fishing, a lot of guys have been reporting some red drum moving through the surf, along with snapper blues and some rockfish. Inlet fishing is pretty much about the same. Gotcha plugs and metal jigs will work the best, and it's just getting better right now out in the ocean. So that's it for your fishing report for this week, guys. Make sure you to check out our website for more details. Send us your pictures to our Facebook or email, and we appreciate you guys watching every week. You guys have a good one.